for sure. Tommy got a happy ending. Well, wait till you see Tommy's spinoff. Will I be working in Atlanta? No, BMF will be shooting there, I believe. I loved Lobos. I love Lobos too, very much. I was Team Tommy. I am also Team Tommy. I'm also Team Ghost. I'm Team
What's
everybody.
up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave the theories, comments, everything down below. Now, this is part 3 of just my thoughts on what Courtney Kemp said in her Instagram live that she did about 3 weeks ago. If you haven't, make sure you checked out part 1 and part 2. Now, as far as the questions that was asked in this part right here, she's pretty much mentioning Tommy and the happy ending that the fans were saying that he had. And this is just my thoughts. Now, a lot of the fans believe he had a happy ending. And I think that's compared to other characters on the show. So it's more like, in my perspective, is like compared to what happened to Ghost. When you think of Tommy, you think of Ghost. So compared to Ghost, of course, yeah, Tommy had the better ending. I won't say happy, but he definitely had the better ending than your boy Ghost. And this is more like a 2-part question. So I'm going to play the next question that Courtney Kemp is going to be talking about, which will be about Ghost. But yeah, Tommy, his ending was better than Ghost. Yes, he had to watch Ghost die, and he went through a lot at the end of season 6. But a lot of the fans were just upset, like, man, Tommy made it. Ghost didn't make it. And like I said, we're going to talk about this in part 2 because it seems like it's a lot of favoritism towards the Tommy character because of all the stuff that he's done in the show, but somehow, some way, he still makes it out. So listen to the second question, and we will continue this question and the answers.
Thank you, Lady Hawk 1981. Ghost went out like he should have. You cannot do all of that dirt and walk away. My experience is you can't do a ton of dirt and walk away from it. Will book 2 be delayed? Yes, it will be delayed, but hopefully not to the end of this season.
All right, part 2. And also, I forgot to mention that she did talk about BMF, which will be filmed in Atlanta. As of right now, we still don't know when they're going to be coming back, finishing up the show, but it is still in works. Now, as far as this question that she answered about Ghost getting what he deserved because he did all this dirt, it leads back to question 1 about Tommy having a better ending. Not necessarily a happy ending in my opinion, but a better ending than Ghost. Now, Ghost, screwed over people, right? Tommy screwed over, in my opinion, more people in the whole Power series than Ghost. I don't know what they did before as far as when they was younger, of course, with Breeze, but it can be other stuff that they're going to add in there. And we're going to talk about that as well. But as far as what we saw in the series Power from season 1 to season 6, Tommy Egan definitely made more mistakes than Ghost as far as killing all types of people. We talking about federal agents. He killed Joe Proctor. He killed Bailey Markham. This guy is killing federal people. Angela. The list goes on and on and on. Killing the Italian mob. Like, that's where things start to, upset fans. And I love Tommy Egan's character, but as I always told you guys over the years, Tommy Egan is a hothead. He makes a lot of mistakes. He always needed Ghost to bail him out. And that's exactly what Kanan told him. It's the truth. He's always needed Ghost to bail him out. That's why at the end of season 6, your boy Ghost told Tommy, I'm leaving you. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit here with you no more. I got to move on. And that hurt Tommy because Tommy knows deep down inside he needed Ghost. And it's kind of self-promotion for book 5, Force Tommy Egan's spinoff. It's always been a self-promotion for that because we've known Tommy Egan to always need Ghost, just like his mother Kate Egan told Tommy, you can't do shit without Ghost. And that's not the first time she said that in season 6. I mean, over and over again we've been hearing that he couldn't do nothing without Ghost. But back to the topic of discussion, that Ghost got what he deserved because what he did all this dirt. Well, realistically speaking, and we talking about this being realistic, and now we know it's a TV show, we know the main focus is Ghost, he is the main character, but your boy Tommy, from all the stuff that he did and how he got away and he rode off to California, that doesn't even make sense. This is a guy that probably should have just died for real. And of course, they're not going to kill off Tommy in Ghost. That's just not about to happen. It's not about to happen at all. They're going to leave one alive, of course. But from all the stuff that Tommy Egan did, man, come on. It's kind of hard to even argue the two. You got a guy like Tommy Egan that wants to stay in the drug game. This guy, he did so much dirt, made so many mistakes. And then at the end, he's able to survive. When he was about to die, he's able to single-handedly take down the Italians, which was just crazy. I'm like, really? The episode was solid, but it was like, man, your boy Tommy just ain't gonna die at all. But when it comes to Ghost, he dies by the hands of Tariq. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Ghost, he's always, he's selfish. He's a bad person. And as I always tell you guys, if you watch the Power videos, yes, Ghost is selfish, right? But so is everybody else on the show. They all selfish. Yes, it ain't no good characters. Let's just be honest. My only thing when I was comparing Ghost and I was talking about Ghost was this. With Ghost and the stuff that he does, he wants to get out the game. And it may not be the best way that people don't pretty much agree with, but Ghost is always putting the people that's closest to him in a better position. Regardless if he's selfish or not, he's putting everybody in a better position. You go back, when he was working with Dre at the beginning, he put Dre in a good position to stay clean and legit. Dre started doing all that dirty shit. When he wanted to leave the game, Tommy had he had part ownership to Club Truth. You know what I'm saying? He would have been out the game. He would have made his money legit. But we know what Tommy Egan wanted to do. He wanted to continue to sell drugs and keep Ghost in the game. When it comes to Tasha, she criticized Ghost on trying to leave the game as well, plotting against him behind his back the whole time. But then we get to season 5 and 6. Now Tasha all of a sudden wants to be legit. It makes no sense at all. Yes, Ghost is selfish, but he always made sure the people that was closest to him was in a good position. Tariq, after all the shit that he done talked to Ghost, Ghost still wanted to put his son through school and made sure he was good. Made sure he was good after getting shot by Tariq. Ghost told Tommy, let him go. You see what I'm saying? But Ghost is such a bad character. So that's where a lot of things confuses. That's not necessarily even confuses. It just pisses the fans off. Because they like, man, you tell us that Ghost is selfish. He did all these bad things. But what we saw from season 1 to season 6 on screen is completely different. And then in season 6, we saw, in my personal opinion, it just seemed like they was trying to make this storyline that Ghost was such a bad person. It's like they were trying to push it to make us want to switch sides. Like, no, I'm not switching sides. All of a sudden now Ghost is supposed to be this big bad wolf. He's always been this big bad wolf that y'all trying to create. Yeah, he's not perfect, but at the end of the day, Ghost, if anybody should have made it, in my opinion, and made it out, it would have been him. Now, I understand drug shows and movies and stuff like that. Usually, the head honcho never survives. As Ghost said, season 1, episode 1. You know what I'm saying? You're just not going to survive. You're going to be dead or in jail. So, I was already prepared for Ghost to die. But, based off Ghost and his decisions, the things that he was doing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be legit, be smart, not kill any federal agents, not double cross people over like that, trying to just be clean cut, smart, and get out the game, you would think that he will have a higher chance of survival. And that's why a lot of fans, in my personal opinion, was pissed, because they're like, man, how did Ghost not make it? Because this dude, he was pretty much trying to do the right thing. Me personally, I knew that the man was probably going to die. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to happen. But realistically speaking, Tommy Egan, to be able to survive, it goes to show you that the dude is given a lot of favoritism, in my personal opinion. They didn't want Tommy to die. It's simple as that. And back to the point when I was talking about how Ghost's past, we don't necessarily know what Ghost did besides kill Breeze, and we know a little bit about his father. Now it's time for the writers to be able to pretty much paint this picture, because we got the spinoffs coming and stuff like that. They got the opportunity to once again paint this picture that Ghost was such a bad character, a bad person. It's going to be easier, in my opinion, for them to try to do that. But the fans, we watched it. We seen Power Season 1 through 6, and we seen what Ghost did. Yes, he wasn't perfect, but at the end of the day, this is a guy that wanted to be legit, and he got killed by his son Tariq. And in this actual, one of the questions that they asked Courtney Kemp, about them trying to push the case, because remember Ray the blood with Tariq, she pretty much said it wasn't enough evidence at all, which pretty much proves to me that killing Ghost off, the reason on killing Ghost off made no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't enough evidence for Ray to convict Ghost or Tariq, right? But somehow, some way, Ghost all of a sudden wants to tell his son, look, you turn yourself in. And there's no concrete evidence for real. Like, it's no real evidence. So it really makes no sense. It's something that's not going to even probably be brought up again. But he gets killed off by Tariq. Okay. All right. At the end of the day, when it comes between Tommy and Ghost, yes, Tommy got the better ending than Ghost. Even though Tommy made more mistakes than Ghost, killed off higher risk people, and he still was able to survive. And now in Power Book 5 Force, Tommy Egan's his spinoff, yes, it may not be good for him, but him surviving 9 times out of 10, this is a show that may go multiple seasons. So for him to just die off instantly in the first season, it's not going to happen. Realistically speaking, Tommy Egan, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. This is a guy that should already be dead for real. Let's just be honest. Just like 2-Bit told him, if I was on some stupid shit, you already be dead. You see what I'm saying? Like, Tommy will be dead easily. But we know they're going to stretch this shit out. And they gonna continue to try to make it seem like Ghost was such a bad person, and like I said, he wasn't a saint. I mean, he wasn't an angel or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, he had a good vision, and that was to be legit, end all this negative stuff that he was a part of, and just take his family to another level. But he was unable to do that because of his past and because of Tariq. And that's the way the writers wanted to do it. So it was out of his hands.
Breeze and Kanan killed Curtis. I think that there is very much something there. I'm not going to say much more. But D-Mac Money is thinking well. He's thinking well. Yes. Okay.
Now, this was a good question about Breeze and Kanan possibly killing Ghost's father, Curtis. Now, we are definitely going to see that, but I want to just remind you guys once again that Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, it will not have Ghost and Tommy, not in the first season. Maybe in seasons after that, but in that first season, no, they will not be in it. It would just be Kanan, his story. I believe he's around 15. And we want to be seeing his life, his story. But as far as Kanan and Breeze killing Ghost's father, that storyline does make a lot of sense. Now, the question is, what's going to happen if Ghost knows this? Does Ghost know that Breeze and Kanan killed his father? That's the question. Because then it's going to be like, man, Ghost knew that Breeze and Kanan killed his father, and he still was working with him. Yeah, he killed Breeze, but he was still working with Kanan. That ain't gonna seem right to me at all. It makes more sense for Breeze to kill Ghost's father. That gives Ghost more motive to take out Breeze than ever. But you would think something like that, a person like Breeze killing Ghost's father, you would think Ghost would talk about it. I want you guys just to think when Tommy, Ghost, and Kanan was all cool in season 5, talking about their past and all that shit. You would think Ghost would mention that. Even in season 1, when Kanan was talking about how Ghost killed Breeze, you would think that the topic of Breeze killed his father, so Ghost went to kill him. I mean, and you would think that when Kanan told Tariq about Breeze, that he would tell him, since they were so tight, since they became so close in 5 months, you would think that Kanan would tell Tariq, like, yeah, Breeze killed your grandpa. You know what I'm saying? He killed your grandpa. And it makes me wonder, as I'm thinking about this, Tariq kept asking about what happened to Breeze. He kept asking Ghost that. So maybe that's something that they're going to put in there, that Breeze has something to do with it. But I would think that Ghost would talk about it in season 6 of Power, or even earlier than that, if Breeze had anything to do with killing his father Curtis. You would think that would have already been discussed. But as I told you guys, in my personal opinion, now this is just my opinion, the writers got the chance to make Ghost more of an animal. You know what I'm saying? We saw it in season 6. All of a sudden, Ghost is acting all crazy. He's way more arrogant than ever. He's really putting his hands all up on Tasha. I mean, he's talking crazy as hell, right? So it would not surprise me if down the line they put in that Ghost actually knew that Breeze and Kanan had something to do with killing his father, and he was still willing to work with the both of them. You know what I'm saying? Killing off Breeze, it makes more sense because Ghost could have been like, well, he killed my father too, and you know, I wanted to step over him. He didn't give me a chance or whatever. Like the story that he told Tariq. And that leads to another question, because remember, Ghost told Tariq about Breeze. You know what I'm saying? He told him about giving him another chance and stuff, but he did not mention that, well, he killed my father too, son. Breeze killed my father. He had something to do with killing my father. That never came up. So if that is wrote in there like that, and Ghost finds out and he didn't mention it to Tariq, once again, it proves that what in the hell is going on? Because we should have been already knew about that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm thinking too deep in it, but my main thing is this. If that was to have happened, Ghost would have already mentioned it, and he had numerous of times to mention it, and him and Kanan as well. But it is what it is. We're going to see how it all plays out. I'll probably be doing 1 or 2 more of these, just finishing up some of the questions that I found very interesting in that IG live that she did. But you guys let me know, man, what do you think about it, man? What you think about the happy ending, or at least the better ending for Tommy Egan, but the worst ending for Ghost, getting killed by his son? And what do you think about Breeze and Kanan possibly having something to do with taking out Ghost's father, Curtis? You guys let me know. I will bring you guys more Power content. As of right now, I know everybody's been asking me, when is Power coming back? When is it coming back? They still delayed right now. I know they put up some pictures like a week ago about doing the sound quality and all that stuff for pretty much for book 2 Ghost, but they're not filming right now. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. Michael Rayner Jr., he was in Jamaica, so they're not filming the last 2 episodes as of right now. That hasn't happened yet. Courtney Kemp did mention that, I forgot to talk about, that hopefully it is not delayed this year. So hopefully we will still see book 2 Ghost this year. Maybe at the end of the year, but hopefully it's this year that we are able to see it. We just gotta wait and see how everything goes with this whole COVID-19 stuff. But you guys keep supporting your boy, and I will continue to bring you more Power content in the future. But it's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.